Kingman, Arizona, chronicled in Bobby Troupe's famous song Get Your Kicks on Route 66. It helped make this highway the most famous in the world. It brings to mind adventure, history, mining, families traveling west to find a better life. No matter how people make the trip, motorcycle, bicycle, tour bus, or driving, come they do. There's a lot to do and see in Kingman, the old and the new, with several fantastic museums preserving the past. These archives provide a window into the dreams and hardships of those who were determined to make a better life for themselves and their families. Often the journey was harsh, and yet people were seeking to improve their lot in life. The National Old Trails Highway passed through Kingman and was eventually replaced by the Mother Road, Route 66, back in 1926. It provided a faster, yet sometimes still dangerous path to the west. Founded in 1882 when Arizona was only a territory, the city was named for Louis Kingman, who surveyed along the Atlantic and Pacific Railroad's right-of-way between Needles, California, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. Louis Kingman supervised the building of the railroad from Winslow, Arizona to Beale Springs, near the present location of the town of Kingman. Kingman began as a simple railroad siding near Beale Springs to support the newly constructed route of the Atlantic and Pacific Railroad. As one ventures around the city, there are many places where the old and young can see why people wanted to drive a stake here, realizing that for them they had reached the promised land. A short venture north of Kingman are several historic and scenic locations well worth the time. Fantastic views means bring your camera. Wide open skies, mountains that go on forever, quiet vistas await the explorer. Just west of the city is a section of the original alignment of Route 66. No matter where you explore, you will find some of the most beautiful and historic sites in the area. Beale Springs is where some Hualapai Indians were housed before the infamous forced march of 1874. The site was commonly known as Beale Springs and became a way station on the Mojave and Prescott Toll Road in 1864. Within a short drive north lies one of Kingman's neighboring towns, Chloride. The Chloride Post Office, established in 1862, is the oldest continuously operating post office in the state of Arizona. Chloride Historical Society maintains several old buildings, including the old jail and the playhouse. The town was named for the silver chloride ore discovered there. Founded in 1862, and during its heyday, there were more than 75 mines in operation. Kingman, Arizona. You don't want to miss the downtown area. Some of the more well-known historic properties include the Little Red Schoolhouse, currently the City Municipal Court. A walking tour guidebook of downtown Kingman is available at either the Mojave Museum of History and Arts or at the Powerhouse Visitors Center. This map includes 27 special places to see and explore in and around Kingman, with a brief history on each building. The Hotel Beale and Hotel Brunswick, a great way to spend some leisurely time. Lieutenant Edward Fitzgerald Beale, a U.S. Navy officer in the service of the U.S. Army Corps of Topographical Engineers, was ordered by the U.S. War Department to build a federal wagon road across the 35th parallel. His secondary orders were to test the feasibility of the use of camels as pack animals in the southwestern desert. Now, just on the edge of Kingman in the White Cliffs section of the city lies one of the most interesting and historically significant parts of the story of Kingman. The first roads constructed in Territorial, Arizona, were the work of military surveyors and laborers. Long segments of those wagon roads were little more than marked trails, primitive roads. Beale traveled through the present-day Kingman in 1857, surveying the road, and in 1859 to build the road. Well, the road became part of Route 66 and Interstate Highway 40. Eventually, many thousands of brave and determined immigrants looking for a path to the promised land in the West used this road to seek what they hoped would lead them to that better, more prosperous life. Kingman, Arizona.